Celia?
Oh, yes, I'd love a drink.
A drink? Oh, no, dear.
Hey, it's a good idea. All this talk about weddings is making me thirsty.
You got it, Edward. I would like one, too.
You shouldn't really have another drink, dear, on an empty stomach.
Not my fault we're holding dinner.
Well, we can go ahead and start without Grant and Alan, you know.
Wonder what's taking him so long.
Well, Alan said he wanted to confer with Grant about one of his patients.
Grant is so very accommodating, isn't he? Well, what do you think about my suggestion, dear?
Oh, what was that?
About the gazebo, dear. I thought it would be the perfect place for you and Grant to cut the cake.
Oh, yes, that would be lovely.
Ah, speaking of lovely, how did your fitting go yesterday after I left?
Fitting?
Yes, for your wedding dress.
You know, your mind seems to be wandering today, Celia.
Well, of course it is, dear. She's probably thinking about wedding day.
Yes, probably. So how did it go?
Perfectly. The dress is perfect. Everything is perfect.
What's perfect?
Well, at last.
Sorry, we're late.
We were just discussing how perfect your wedding day is going to be.
Of course, I'm marrying the perfect bride.
Listen, I had a great idea. Why don't we hire that little chamber orchestra that played at the museum gala last month?
Good idea, Alan. This modern music sets my teeth on edge.
And I know the exact repertoire. We must have Chopin, Liszt, all the romantics.
Well, maybe we should ask Celia if she has any suggestions. After all, it's her wedding, isn't it?
Excuse me.
What got into her?
I don't know.
Well, I think what just ran out of here is not exactly a very happy bride to be. Where are you calling?
A place called Kelly's Diner. The woman who runs the place, Rose, will know where Holly... It's ringing.
Why'd you do that?
I can't do it.
I thought you said you wanted to talk to her.
No, I can't do it like this.
Why not?
It's too impersonal. The phone's too impersonal.
I don't think she'll mind.
I do. Come on, it's been a long time, Shirley. I can't just call up and say, hey, what's happening? Guess who? It's too cold. Besides, I need to see her. I need to see the look on her face when I hold her in my arms again.
Unhappy, dear.
Because it's obvious that Celia's unhappy.
Well, what's she got to be unhappy about? If you ask me, Grant's a prize catch. Once he's in private practice, they're going to be rolling in money.
Well, she's not worried about money, Edward. She has plenty of her own.
Yeah, thanks to dear old cousin Herbert.
I mean, really, what's her problem? And he's obviously in love with her.
Usually it's supposed to work two ways, my dear.
Do you mean that Celia doesn't love Grant?
No, I think she loves him in her own way.
What the devil does that mean?
What it means is I don't think that Celia wants to get married right now.
You know what? I think Monica may be right.
Of course I'm right.
Well, you know, come to think of it, I've been picking up on some strange vibes coming from the east wing of the house myself.
Vibes, dear? What are vibes? I don't understand.
Darling, I don't even think they're sleeping with each other.
Oh, Edward, really?
How do you know that?
Well, good Lord, he's always hanging all over Celia like a tent. If he were doing that in private, do you think he'd be doing it in public?
I don't think that's any of our business.
Listen, I wonder why she's holding out.
Possibly because she's found life more exciting around a construction site.
Whatever do you mean, dear?
Dinner's on the table if you'd care to go in.
Oh, at last. I'm ravenous.
Stella, I'm terribly sorry I held you up.
Oh, it was no bother. Everything's hot in the chafing dishes.
Well, don't you think we ought to wait for Celia and Grant?
Oh, I have a very strong feeling they're not going to be coming down.
Stella, would you mind lending Mrs. Quartermain a hand?
Not at all.
I want to see Alan and Monica here for
Don't
just a
be
moment.
long, dear.
No, I won't, darling.
No.
wish you'd be a little more discreet in front of Lila.
What do you mean, me? You were the one who said that you didn't think they were sleeping together.
Well, that's different. Lila's fashion enough to think that that's proper.
Wait a second. What is this business about the construction site?
Is, something going on with you-know-who?
I think so.
You know who?
Oh, you know.
I don't know. If I knew, why are you talking in riddles?
Jimmy Lee.
What about Jim?
Oh, come on, Alan, get with it. Who else does Celia know who works in construction?
Wait a minute. You don't seriously think that he's having a...
What have you found out?
Well, I don't have any solid evidence. It's just a feeling, that's all.
Yeah, well, that's not good enough.
Well, you just think about it. I mean, when they were introduced at our party, all she's done is ask questions about him. And she's gotten very interested in the waterfront lately. And it seems that everywhere Celia goes, Jimmy Lee isn't far behind.
Well, that doesn't qualify that they're having a relationship together.
All right, fine. I would just be very interested to see how much closer Celia Quartermain and Eric Quartermain get.
I must say that would be very interesting. I mean, they are third cousins.
They are related in name only.
Well, that means that at least whatever's going on between them, it isn't sorted. Good heavens, it's just a little flirtation in the great Quartermain tradition. Yeah, nothing to worry about. I'm going to dinner.
Yeah, Father's right.
Of course. Couldn't possibly be sordid in this family. I mean, in the great Quartermain tradition, anything goes.
No, I can't just call her like that.
Yes, you can.
I can't. Surely it'd be too much of a shock.
It's going to be a shock any way that you look at it.
Look, I know that you think this is very selfish of me. Everybody does.
I don't think it's selfish of you to want to be with the woman that you care about. I think it would be easier if you would call her.
A phone call is just not good enough.
John, you've been gone so long. What?
Surely that's enough.
All right. Sorry, I know this has been frustrating for you.
I apologize. Yeah, it's been frustrating. It's got to have been frustrating for her, too. And I know that if she knew where I was, she'd be up here to get me in a flash.
Well, that's great, then. I mean, the two of you could go home together.
I don't want that. Don't you understand? I want to go home on my own. I don't want her to come up here to fetch me.
You are so stubborn. I guess that's one of the reasons I like you.
You know, as soon as I get my new shoes, I'm going to be leaving.
What shoes?
Oh, Natalie's having some special shoes made for me to help me walk better.
Well, I guess I better be going.
Shirley? I had a real nice time.
Me too.
I'll walk you to your car.
Listen, maybe you could come by the lodge tomorrow and we could have lunch. I'd make you something special.
Sounds good. Sounds good. You know something? You're all right.
You're all right, too. Solly's a pretty lucky lady.
Get yourself a Charlie horse you won't forget soon, let me tell you.
It's about time you two got back.
Jed wanted to stop off for some supper.
I'm afraid I've been talking to Blue Street.
I thought maybe you had an accident or something.
No. Actually, I wanted to leave you alone for a while. I didn't want to interrupt, you know.
I thought that's what it was. Okay, Shirley, put your clothes on.
Oh, my gosh,
Hey, I'm joking. She's I'm alone here.
Well, Jed said that Shirley was coming up here, so...
Yeah, she did. We had a nice time.
Oh, did you now?
Now, who would have thought such a clean living gentleman as this would have such a filthy mind?
Hmm?
All we did is talk.
No, fancy that. I would have sworn she had a little more than conversation on her mind. And so do I. I gotta go take a cold shower.
Truth is, she did. And so I wanted to. The best part is, I could have. I really could have. I've been afraid for a long time that no woman would ever look at me again. Or that, you know, I wouldn't be able to make love. But I found out today that I can. I didn't. But I can. And you know what that means? That means I'm ready to go back now.
You'll go back when I say you're ready.
Now, wait a minute.
No, now just a minute. I am your therapist. And you were the one who wanted to go back there walking the way you did before. Now, I'm just following orders from you, right?
Natalie, you can't blame me for getting impatient now.
Okay. You just hold on a little longer and sit down. Because I have something special for you. Don't move. Stay there.
Okay, is this what I think it is?
I don't know.
I hope so. It is. This is what I think it is, isn't it?
Open. Ta-da!
My shoes. All right.
Especially made for you.
Well, they're not exactly state-of-the-art of fashion.
Do you want style or health?
I want it all. It's been a good day. A real good day.
Now that you feel like a man again, you're going to be able to walk like a man again.
Well, that's real good. Because now more than ever, I got somebody I've got to walk back to.
I've wanted you for so long.
Hold me, Robert. Hold me closer.
Monica, I still say that last hand doesn't count.
Oh, come on, don't you be a spoil sport, Edward. You handed me the fourth king. You gave me gin.
Next time, we're going to play poker.
I don't know how to play poker.
Oh, I know that. I'm going upstairs to bed.
Well, I'm right behind you.
Miss Quartermain.
Oh, Stella, did Ellen go upstairs already?
Oh, yes, ma'am. He went about a half hour ago.
Oh.
If you're going to go up now, I'll turn off the light.
Would you? Thank you. See you in the morning.
Good night, Miss Quartermain.
Good night.
Doing here?
I can ask you the same thing.
For your information, I saw you from the window. Do you have any idea how dangerous this is?
Why? I'm not doing anything wrong.
What if Grant saw you?
His room is on the other side of the house. I have my ways.
Why are you doing this to me?
Doing what?
Tormenting me, teasing me.
Teasing you? How am I teasing you? Like this?
No, don't.
You know you want me.
No, you're confusing me.
You're confusing yourself. How long are you going to go on pretending that you feel something for this guy when you don't?
I'm not sure of that.
Well, you better get sure. This guy still thinks that you're going to marry him.
That's just it. I think he suspects something.
Why? What happened?
Well, this evening everyone was talking about the wedding, and I couldn't take it. I ran out of the room. Grant followed me. I told him I was tired, but I don't think he believed me.
When are you going to tell him about us?
I don't know. When the time is right.
And out of time. You gotta stop playing this game. You gotta tell him you're not gonna marry him. When are you gonna tell him that? When?
It's not that easy, you know.
No, it's not that easy. But it certainly was easy when you kissed me last night. In your wedding dress.
Grant, trust me.
And I want you. Now, what are you gonna do about that, huh?
I don't know.
Look, I am running out of patience. I don't like cheating around, and I don't like when I can't see what I want. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to cheat around with another man's woman. So it's either him or me.
That sounds like an ultimatum.
You'll have till tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
That's right. It's either him or me. You can't have both.
But I won't even be able
Sorry. That's the way it is. I'll see you tomorrow.
Celia? You all right?
I don't know.
Hey, look, could I help?
No, I doubt if anybody could help.
Nonsense. Come on. Come on, go into the thing. Sit down. How would you like? Nice warm glass of milk. Cures everything.
Isn't that for Alan?
Well, yeah, sort of. But you see, one of my wifely duties has always been to go and get him a warm glass of milk before he goes to sleep because he is convinced that he cannot go to sleep without it. But most of the time, when I get up there, he is sound asleep and snoring.
And you still bring it to him?
Oh, sure. I love waking him up to hand it to him. Here. Drink up. Cheers.
Thank you.
Mm.
And thank you for making me laugh, Monica.
Well, you know, tears and laughter are very close sometimes.
Yeah, I know. And love and hate.
Want to talk about it?
Yes, I do. But I don't know what to say.
Well, why don't you start with Grant?
I don't know if I'm in love with Grant. That's my problem.
I think your problem is Jimmy Lee. Oh, we're talking about Grant. Go ahead.
Well, we met while we were in Europe, both studying, and we fell deeply in love. It was a beautiful affair. There was one weekend in Paris, another in London. I felt that Grant was exciting, vibrant, virile, and I needed him.
What's happened to all that need?
Jimmy Lee happened to it. Monica, he excites me in a way that no other person ever has. Well, does that shock you?
Oh, no. Oh, no, it does not shock me at all. In fact, I know exactly what you're going through. And maybe someday, when we're both old and gray, I would tell you about it.
Oh, please, it may help.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Not now, anyway. Because it's your turn. Let's get back to you. What are you going to do?
What can I do? I am in love with two men. And Jimmy Lee has told me that I have to go tell Grant tomorrow and then go to him.
Well, that's just exactly like a true Quartermain. All the secrecy and the arrogance and the romance. Whole 9 yards. Celia, you've got to resist all this. Jimmy Lee is just a flash in the pan.
I try to tell myself that.
Well, you continue to do that. Look, my advice would be just not see him again.
I have to decide which man I want to spend my life with. And the kind of life I want. Thank you, Monica. You have been a help.
Hope so.
How do they feel?
Great.
Not too tired?
No, they're perfect. They are perfect. I'm hardly putting any weight on the cane, really.
Good. But don't be afraid to use that cane if you think you need it.
No, I won't. I won't, but I won't be using it for much longer, Natalie. This cane is going in the trash, along with the crutches and the braces and the wheelchair.
Just don't force it.
Chad, I swear, sometimes I think you just don't want me to leave.
Are you kidding? I can't wait to get you out of here.
You leaving? I better be on my way.
No, you sure you don't want some more coffee?
Oh, no, thank you. I am quite up enough as it is, just watching Luke. You have got enough energy for 5 people.
Well, I'm a man in a hurry.
Don't overdo it.
No, I won't. I'm going to take another practice run around the cabin, and then I'm going to turn in. I got a lot of walking to do tomorrow.
I'll see you in the morning.
All right,
okay?
thank you.
I think we need to talk.
Chet, I know what it is you want to talk about, but can't wait till morning.
Did you hear what he said?
Yes, I heard. He is feeling so good now. Just leave it be, okay? He's got a lot of work to do getting used to those shoes.
What are you two whispering about?
Oh, I'm just telling Jed that I don't want him to let you overexert yourself.
Oh, there's no danger of that. The minute you're out the door, he's going to be pestering me to turn in.
Can't fool you, Luke.
Hey, pal, we're in the home stretch now. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you.
Take it easy.
No problem.
Night.
Good night. Okay, pal. You got it. I'll put the toys away until tomorrow.
Say, you don't plan on sleeping in those, do you?
Hell yes, I've got to break them in, don't I?
What for?
What for? Come on. Who knows? I may get lucky and have a real nice dream tonight about walking back to Holly. Okay. Love you.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.